Assalamu alaikum, welcome to my YouTube channel. The Rise of Middle Age. Out thing that stood out for the audience of the 18th century readership who was these authors were the regular everyday people. Since the theater as an art form was unavailable to every member of the population, the novel became successful. The people who made up the novel's audience were the middle class and those considered to be at the lowest rung of society. Strata, the combination of these classes of people was an maze larger than the upper echelon. This made these novels reach a larger audience, even those who could not afford a ticket into a theater. It is also important to note that during this period, drama had begun to decline in England. There was a tilt. It was a tilt that no longer sated the theatrical audience, but seemed to whet the purchase thirst of the rapid novel. The growth of the English novel can also be attributed to individuals' need to create something new, something different. The social and intellectual circle longed for something completely new yet individualized. Also, the people wanted stories that mirrored their own life stories, which had a recognizable nature of theirs, and this need birthed the novel. Furthermore, the rise of the middle class in the 18th century directly affected the rise of novel. David Dutchess, a historian, said the novel was in a large measure the product of middle class, appealing to middle class ideals and sensibilities. A patterning of imagined events set against a clearly realized social background and taking its views of what was significant in human behavior from agreed public attitude. The emergence of middle class occurred in the 18th century due to the Industrial Revolution. Many people become rich by industry and other professions such as lawyers or administrative officials also developed as a society demand. Of all the books that took precedence in the 18th century, Robinson Crusoe by Daniel Defoe, published in 1719, was one phenomenal event. Robinson's tale is a story narrated in the first person, which make it very personal and authentic. It is told as a flashback of event experienced by a young Englishman who was very adventurous and to sail against his parents' wishes. Daniel Defoe's novel is strongly inspired by contemporary travel relatives and tale of the real life stories of person or people who were cast adrift and ashore, like Alexander Selleck's story. On Crusoe travel, he is found ship at different time. One intriguing thing about him was that he never gave up on his quest land. They somehow squared him on the set sail again. This resolve to set out against one day put him in danger. The dangerous journey to obtain the slaves stuck in Africa put Crusoe in a precarious situation. After the shipwreck on an island after South Africa coast, Crusoe is the only surviving human apart from the dog and two cats who were the animal survivor. Although grateful to have survived, he rescues some provisions from ship before it sunk completely. वीडियो अच्छी लगी है तो लाइक कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए।